going on, YouTube world? Charles Hutcherson here. Man, big balls, big bowling balls, but today, man, we got the Mindset from Brunswick and Storm DNA. I think these are, again, going to be a lot closer than what we saw with the DNA and the Brutal, because the Brutal is just, again, I feel like it's an obscurity, like it's over there, like something that's very, very different. But these two balls, I think they should match up and line up a little bit more. But man, I'm curious. Same layout, same surface that's on them. So, man, I want to get them on the lane, man, and I will be a little more specific about where I'm starting with my feet, my footing, and what I'm targeting with my eyes. I know that's been a question for some folks. Again, the audience is growing. I acknowledge that. So, again, I'm trying to give you guys as much information as possible, and I'll try to read the speed up there after I come back, so you kind of can tell, yeah, how fast or slow I'm throwing the ball. But yeah, man, so I'm gonna try to break that down as best I possibly can. And man, yeah, man, that's really about it. If you like the jerseys, use the links below, man. It goes a long way in supporting what's going on here. And man, it's just a huge thing. But yeah, man, if you like the balls, use the links below. And again, discount codes, no discount code for Bowlersmart, but discount codes for Coolwick. So, Coolwick 12-bagger, get over there, dope stuff. If you're in South Florida, get over to Bowler's Edge Pro Shop, Tony LeVance, Roger. Man, I love them boys, man. Owe y'all a drink. But yeah, man, so let's get this stuff on the lane. So, gonna start off with the Mindset. Probably gonna do, again, about 3 shots, then 3 shots of the DNA from this same particular zone. So as the lane transitions, again, like, instead of doing my full go through and then switch balls, like, cause some people are like, but you transition the lane and again, stuff's different. Yes, I got you. But again, we're gonna start here, do about 3 shots, a little straighter, then go to the DNA and see how these balls look. We're gonna initially start off, I'm gonna stand about 10 or 15, I should say. Stand 15 and my foot might end up closer to 20. I'm trying to lay the ball down. Again, close to that 12, 13 mark, and get into the arrows about in between second and first arrow. See how much oil's out here. So it is a fresh house shot. Shout out to my boy Ken. Appreciate you, man, taking care of me and the mechanic. But yeah, so from that first shot, it looked good. Again, I feel like I executed that pretty all right. Let me take a look at the speed. That was about 15-1. Again, first shot of the day, just getting warmed up. But yeah, so that's what I'm seeing. I got pretty close to my executed target. But yeah, so again, first shot, try to throw about, again, 2 more shots there and see what it looks like. About second arrow. So got close to my estimated target. Just looking at the arrows right now, I'm a lot straighter. Again, I'm using something closer I can hit just to get to the spot. It's not a sport shot out here, so I don't really need to manipulate it too much. There's friction right there, so I know it's gonna hook. But yeah, man, first shot hooks up really early. Again, I feel like DNA is probably gonna look about the same from right there, but I'll throw 1 more shot here and see what it looks like. And speed on that one, I don't know. That's about 15 or so. Maybe a little quicker. All right, 1 more shot with the Mindset. 1 more shot with the Mindset. Yeah, stand in the same spot. Looking to get it right between first and second arrow. Got on that one a little bit. Oh, she went straight. Kind of twirled that one. Didn't get enough on it, and went straight, really. So, switch to DNA. And for the folks that say, oh, you don't play straight, I can. It's just why, again. For some people, again, if that's your A game, of course, like, hey, that's what you do. But for me personally, like, it's not my A game. I can do it, but again, that's really for sport shots where I find myself having to, again, be a little straighter. But same thing, again, standing on about 15. And looking to put this right between first and second arrow. That was a little inside. Yeah, I kind of was closer to second arrow on that last particular shot. That was a miss by me. But again, I feel like my speed and everything was fine. It's just, yeah, just pulled it a little left. Shout out to Lewis. It's pretty much kind of exactly how he does a lot of his reviews sometimes. So I think this is really helpful to do it this way, especially because I'm comparing different brands and I'm trying to eliminate as much, oh, that's not fair, comments as possible. So, but same spot, 15. Again, trying to put this through first and second arrow. A little inside. Still a little inside, but again, I got on that one a little bit and it shaped correctly. So again, throw one more shot, then we're gonna switch to the mindset and take about five left. Oh, that's not gonna hook. Definitely got quick on that one. At the bottom, it just, because I'm a little more square, that's gonna be my miss, that I just kind of roll it and don't hit up one at a ton. So yeah, again, again, as I move left, I'm gonna get a lot more comfortable, and we'll really get to test out how much hook these balls are, how much they have. And I'm definitely, again, I'm drifting about 3-4 left every shot. So if I started on 15, probably gonna end up at 20 at the line. So just keep that in mind. So again, I'm jumping 220, so I'm probably gonna end up closer to 25 with my feet. And again, I'm still trying to put this pretty much about 2 second arrow with this particular move. That was third arrow for sure, but it hooked. So if I throw it, most of the time people, when they move in, they move their targeting. And that makes a lot of sense because it's gonna be more natural to, again, bring it over with you as you move your feet left. So again, that shot definitely went over third arrow, and that's where I'm comfortable at. So, but I'm gonna try to throw this 2 second arrow from where I'm currently standing on 20 and drifting to 25. So we're gonna see. Because I'm thinking if I throw it at second arrow up front, it's just gonna, I don't know what it's gonna do actually. Let's see what happens. Still a little inside. All right, we're gonna get one here. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna try to get the second arrow and see what happens. All right, might have to slow down a little bit so I can get it out there. Still a little inside, but it is shaking everything out. So we're gonna pick up the DNA from right there, and again, look like third arrow is it. So we're gonna keep on throwing it. Standing feet on 20. We're gonna get the second arrow, and that's third. Man, I'm hitting third arrow on the money every time. It's like auto-correct, essentially. But yeah, so I'm gonna try to leak this one right and try to throw it completely out the window into the ditch. But let's see what happens. Let's try again. But as you can see, the ball is striking from right here. This is a fresh house shot. This is a fresh house shot. Closer, getting closer to it, but not exactly running over the arrow. But yeah, man, so both the DNA and the mindset are looking very, very good from this particular spot. I think we'll be able to see more of a difference once we get a little bit more into the oil and see which one of these balls are really continuing through the pins, because that's really how you can separate what's going on here, because a lot of the brands are making good equipment across the board. Like, this is one of the most awesome times to be in the bowling industry and be a lover of the sport. So yeah, man, let's go ahead and see what happens. So back to the mindset. I'll jump another 5. And I'm still looking at third arrow. Look at third arrow now. Get between that zone. Moving in, and the target moving in with it. That's why people say when they make these moves, that's what they do, 2-and-1s, 3-and-1s. They keep treating the target in because it's the natural progression for when you move angles, you change angles. So, man, it's striking. It's striking. I'm not hitting exactly the arrows I'm looking at, excuse me, but it is striking from here with me missing essentially. All right, so again, about 25 on my feet. Gonna be looking to go in between third and fourth arrow now. My body is like, again, on auto correct. This is like, it's almost suctioning, you know, to these particular spots. And I think it's also because of how early these balls are. They see in the front of the lane very quickly, and it won't let me really just project it out the window unless I put a lot of speed on it. And I think that's really what's going on here. Like, I want to throw it there, but I'm reaching and the ball is starting. So, but these balls are striking a ton, so something just to keep in mind, man. Like, it's a part of it. Sometimes with these stronger balls and early reading balls, it won't like let you get to certain spots on the lane because of how early these balls are. So you go to cleaner options, you see them just shoot through the front. So again, something to keep in mind. Yeah, 25. Try to leak this one out the window here. That was it. And so I got it out there and it kind of sat. That really wasn't a natural, again, progression for what the ball wanted to be. But yeah, it got out there, not so much. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and look at the DNA and see how that ball looks. I'm gonna throw one wide right and then throw one again in between third and fourth arrow. So again, 25 with my feet up front. And look between third and fourth arrow. Oh, that's definitely fourth. Oh, that was the furthest left I've missed at this particular spot. So again, that was more of a tug. I think I got to the bottom and really just kind of corrected it, and it went left. That wasn't the ball's fault. That was more me. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and keep on going. Try to make a good shot. 25. So 25. Again, looking between third and fourth arrow. That's third for sure. Yeah. So missed in, missed out, and that's what happened. Not particularly what we wanted to see, but again, I missed it right with not a lot of rotation on it, and it hung out there. Same thing with the mindset. Both saw the same thing, but I guess with the mindset, I didn't leave that split. But again, let's go ahead and throw the ball one more time. Let's try to make a better shot here, and then we're gonna jump a little bit further left. Then we're gonna kind of have a shot rotating back and forth, and then see what we get. And I have had a lot of success with the DNA since I've been throwing it. I have a 260, 250 game, 240 game with it. It rolls really, really good. A little better. All right, slap the 10 out. So, for my estimations, I would, again, speed-wise, I'm probably closer to the lower end of 15 right now. And man, just make sure I get around it, make sure I'm hitting up on it. When I miss it at the bottom, that's when these, especially these big balls, they just kind of tumble forward. They burn up a lot of energy up front, so you definitely want to make sure, again, I don't really miss it at the bottom. On some tougher stuff, might be different, but with these house shots that get so cliff sometimes, balls like this, man, you got to make sure you get on it. All right, 25, and this is 10 back. It's 10 back right here. money. Told you I was 10 back. So confidence, man. Confidence when executing shots, man, is a huge thing. Like the guys that are on tour, man, probably some of the most confident bowlers, just period, in the world. So, man, I was confident on that shot. I threw it, like it, and that's what happened. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and jump to 30. 3 more shots, then we're gonna kind of mix it up and go to where I really feel comfortable with each of these balls. So mindset, 30. Still gonna drift a little bit. Slowing the speed down, a pinch. Oh. Ooh. I don't need to slow the speed down what it looked like. That literally saw the middle of the lane and just kept on going around the corner. So, I want to speed that back up. Bad guess. Yeah, I'm on 30. And I'm gonna give it a little more juice. Oh, tried to wheel it out, threw a couple pins over there. So, hey man, not bad. I'm gonna throw another one. Got on that one. Again, neither of these balls will be the go-to from this particular angle, but I'm showing it to you so you can't see it. Let's see if the DNA, does it look quicker? Does it respond? Does it finish a little more high flush? So that's gonna be really the difference right there. I'm gonna throw one more with a mindset to see, is it me? Is it the ball? Let's see what happens. So, yeah, gave down a little more and it definitely responded. So, hey man, that is what we're gonna go with, man. That's what the mindset before we get to those closer up shots. Let's go to DNA, see what she looked like from 30. Yeah, I'm looking about 4th arrow. That ball definitely has some punch to it. A little bit more, I do feel like it had a little more punch down lane than what the mindset did, just from that particular shot. I'm gonna throw it again. I was definitely a little more in the oil as well, but let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna throw another shot. Let's see what happens. 4th arrow, between 4th and 3rd arrow. Man, it almost looks cleaner, like it's just skidding just a pinch further down the lane. And this is where we really get to that I will never fully know when we talk about cover stock materials. Like these are each respectively like their brand's like strongest covers. Outside of this one, the mindset not having HK22 in it. But that's like the XO cover that's on this one is the new big material that Storm is using. So, I mean, but it still just looks cleaner. And I think that's why it made such a defined motion down lane. So, yeah, man, we'll throw one more shot. And this one definitely looks, DNA so far looks the best from this far left. Mind you, neither one of these balls I will be using from here. Just putting that out there. But for the sake of the video, that's what I'm doing. Well, one more shot with the DNA. Definitely inside, but it's looking really easy from right there where I felt like the mindset just hooked a smidge earlier and it just, again, didn't get through the pins the exact same way. So again, I'm gonna jump around a little bit here before we switch angles real quick. So we're gonna throw the mindset. Mindset again. I'm gonna jump back. Again, mindset just looks super comfortable right there, and I feel like I definitely go a little further right with this ball, and it will just be camped out. A lot of continuation, a lot of energy through the pins. I think that's just the limits for it. Like, yo, it's just going that far left. There's better options. There's just better options, unfortunately. So, same spot, about 25. 25 with my feet. 23rd to 4th arrow. Yeah, both definitely work from in there. I think, again, the smoother ball is definitely the mindset. I feel like DNA is just a hair flippier down lane, so if that's what you're looking for, want a little more flip, lean towards the DNA. If you want something a little earlier, a little chuggier, you got the mindset. And again, if you want sport patterns, that's kind of the difference. Like the DNA, it can work, but sometimes you want a smoother shape down lane. And again, they both are smooth. Let's keep that very, very clear here. They both are smooth for what they're big balls. A lot of surface on them, so they're going to be smoother. I'm talking about continuation and kind of the shape. Like one's just a smidge quicker in transitioning, and the other one just a little sees it earlier and just slowly, you know, gets to the pocket. So again, for me, I like to control the lane, and if you have a bigger rev rate, you know, sometimes that might be what you want. And if you have a lesser rev rate, you might want to see it earlier, more upfront. So again, just give you all the information I possibly can, and again, you guys make the decision for you that best fits your up here. And I normally get to probably about 25 at the foul line. Again, that ball is very at home from right there. I'm gonna throw the DNA from that same spot, then we'll go ahead and switch up the angles. On that one. So again, both these are big balls, both seeing some amount of deflection, just what it is. If you're looking for like maximum continuation, again, there are lesser balls, not lesser, but just they're not as early as these two balls are. They get a lot more continuation. These are for heavy, of the heaviest of oils. That's what these balls are used for. So don't expect them to look like katanas and, you know, fates going down the lane, right? Like that's not what these balls are meant to do. But yeah, man, so we'll go ahead and switch up the angles, man, and yeah, we'll kind of conclude everything. So as we look at the numbers a little bit closer, these are very, very similar. Like when you look at the differential and RGs, like it's very, very close. Like the difference is right. Like most people, 98% of people will not be able to see this. But what is different, in my opinion, is the cover stocks. I think, again, the mindset is just, again, it's a hair earlier, just because of how I think it's just the earlier cover. And I think this Exo Solid is just a little more responsive. But again, man, if you need these balls in your bag, like if I was going to nationals, for me personally, like I'm going with the mindset specifically because I want something that's not going to be as quick sometimes as what the Storm DNA is. Again, nothing to do saying the DNA is a bad ball, but for that particular outing, I want a little more control, something that I'm playing a little more front to back with. But again, like on house, a lot of house stuff, like I'm going to take this DNA because that's a lot of the motion I like to see on patterns that allow me to move left. And the longer I can stay in a particular ball, the better for me. Typically, like in a league set, I'm going to change balls kind of regardless because I'm testing out things. Not to be, you know, disrespectful to my team at all, but generally, like I bring in a bag that allows me to, again, transition. So I always bring a big ball, bring something in the middle, and I bring something a little cleaner. So, but when it comes to these particular two balls, man, like they are different. I think the Brunswick mindset still might match up a little bit more with the gym. But again, the mindset hooks, so does the DNA. But I definitely, again, I have the Storm DNA being closer to like a phase 2. Like we hear that a lot now, like a lot of the pros, that's exactly what they're comparing this Storm DNA to, like just a slightly bigger DNA. And the mindset is the mindset, man. I feel like it's a more usable, brutal collision in my opinion. Hooks a lot in the oil, but man, good ball, man. Till next time.